What's up everybody, Michael here, welcome back to another video. Today is the beginning of the end. Well, at least a lot of investors are saying this since stocks have been reaching all-time highs for the last couple of years and they think it's bound for a correction soon. So today I thought I'd share with you 11 companies that have consistently paid their investors for each of the last 55 years. And not only have these companies paid their investors, they've also increased their dividend payment every single period. That's insane. So if you're looking for some stocks to invest in and worried about the market correcting itself, these would be some great companies for you to look into. With that being said, let's get started. So guys, if you're new to this channel, my name is Michael Rubel. I do a lot of videos on investing, personal finance, and how to make money in general. So please be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those bell notifications if you'd like to learn fun and creative ways to make money and how to invest. The first recession-proof stock of the video is Illinois Tool Works. That's ITW. And what they do is they make construction products, car parts, and restaurant equipment. They were started in 1912, and ever since 1933, they've paid a dividend. That's insane. In addition to that, for the last 57 periods, they have increased their dividend payout. So not only have they paid it every single year since 1933, the last 57 payout periods, they've increased their dividend. Currently, it's at 2.73% for their dividend yield, which is a pretty significant amount and is a good stock to own because think about it. If they have paid a dividend for 1933, they're still going to pay a dividend as long as they're in business. Now, it's one thing to be a good dividend stock, but this stock also has a lot of potential for growth. They only pay out 46.8% of their profits, meaning that they have over 50% of their profits to reinvest and grow the business. So even though it's been around since 1912, it still has a good growth potential for the future because they're keeping a lot of their profits to reinvest in the business. Number 2 is Colgate-Palmolive. This is a company that we all probably use some of their products. Some of their products include Colgate dental products, Irish Spring soap, Palmolive dish detergent, and this is a company that has been around for a long time. The company is worth over $57 billion and it has increased its dividend for the last 58 years. That's absolutely insane. In addition to increasing its dividend, this company sells staple products that are recession-proof. You're always gonna need toothpaste, you're always gonna need soap, always gonna need deodorant, so there's nothing to worry about, and this is a great investment if you're worried about a stock market crash or a recession. This is a very consistent stock, a very consistent company, and it also pays 2.42% for its dividend. Number 3 is Johnson & Johnson. Everyone's heard of Johnson & Johnson, and if you don't know what they sell, let me tell you some things because I bet you've heard of all of the items that I'm going to list. They sell things like Band-Aids, Tylenol, Listerine, Rolaids. They sell things that every single person uses, and they are in the healthcare industry. Not only have they been around since 1886, they've consistently increased their dividend for the last 58 years. So, between selling products that people need for their health and considering that they've paid a dividend and increased it for so many years, this is another extremely safe investment and is definitely recession-proof. Number 4 is Lowe's with the stock ticker of LOW, and you may know this company as Home Depot's little competitor, but it comes in as number 2 in the home improvement chain stores. And this company actually has a higher dividend payment grower than Home Depot. While Lowe's isn't as big and doesn't get all the hype as its competitor in Home Depot, it's still a huge company and you should not overlook it. It's worth close to $87 billion and it's increased its dividend payment for over 57 years. That's insane. That's crazy. Not only that, but it's paid a dividend of 1.8%. And you may be thinking, other companies pay higher dividends. Yes, but Lowe's has increased how much it's paid its investors every single year, and that is really impressive. Number 5 is Coca-Cola, and we all know what Coca-Cola is. Coca-Cola is probably one of the biggest, one of the most recognized companies in the entire world. I don't need to explain it, but for some reason, if you've been living under a rock, you don't know what Coca-Cola is, they sell drinks. They sell Coca-Cola to start, Sprite, Minute Maid, they sell Powerade, they have a bunch of different brands underneath the Coca-Cola umbrella. Now, you might not believe me, but you don't have to believe me. Warren Buffett, one of the most famous investors, the most successful investors of all time, this is one of his favorite companies. He invests heavily in Coca-Cola. The company is worth right around $195 billion. That is huge for a drink company, huge for any company in general. And they pay a dividend of 2.8%. In addition to that 2.8%, they've increased their dividend for each of the last 57 years. So, everyone drinks different types of products. Coca-Cola has so many drinks underneath its umbrella, from orange juice to water to soda to milk. They sell so many different types of drinks. So it's another great investment, another recession-proof stock. Number 6 is Cincinnati Financial. This company has been around for a long, long time, even though you probably haven't heard of it. What they do is they sell insurance. They're in the financial space. And even though you haven't heard of it, this company is worth close to $14 billion. And they pay a dividend of 2.1%. 2.1%, is pretty average, pretty standard in the S&P 500. But not only have they paid a dividend of 2.1%, they've increased it for almost longer than any other company in existence. They've increased their dividend for almost 60 years. So if you're looking for a recession-proof stock in the financial space, this could be a good stock to invest in. Doesn't mean that the stock price might not go down, just like with any of the stocks, but it's a good investment because they increase their dividend payouts every single year for the last 60 years. Number 7 is 3M. Everyone's heard of 3M. It's a huge company, but what they sell is they sell Post-it notes, tape, command hooks. When you're in college, you need to hang stuff up on your dorm walls. You gotta use command hooks because if you start nailing stuff in the wall, they start charging you fees and things like that. So, Post-it notes, tape, command hooks. Those are their main products that you probably know about. Now, this company is even more impressive. It's worth close to $131 billion. And it's probably the highest dividend-paying stock that we've looked at today. It's right around 3%. So while they pay the dividend of 3%, they've also increased their dividend payment for 61 years. So this company's been around forever. It increases their dividend payment, and you and I and everyone else uses their products. Everyone has used tape, Post-it notes, command hooks. Everyone uses those products, so it's probably a good investment, and it's definitely a good investment if you're worried about the market receding or a market crash. Number 8 is Emerson Electric, and I know this company isn't as exciting as companies like Coca-Cola or Johnson & Johnson because you've probably never heard of Emerson Electric, but this company has been around since the late 1800s, and they sell things, industrial products. They sell things like control valves, electrical fittings, just stuff that you need to have, but you probably never think about. Emerson Electric is worth close to $43 billion, and they've paid a dividend ever since the 1950s. That's crazy. That's insane to think of, that someone can pay a dividend, make enough profit that many years in a row. Not only that, but they've increased their dividend payments for almost 64 years. So, this is another stock that is essentially recession-proof. Not to say the stock price won't go down, but it pays a dividend yield of close to 2.6%, which is, pretty standard dividend, but it has increased how much it's paid out for 64 years. So if you're looking for a stock that will help you during a recession, during a market crash, and you're worried about losing a lot of money, this is probably a good investment because they've gone through other recessions, other crashes before, and they've still increased their dividend. So they'll probably still increase it in the future. Next up is a giant, a massive company called Procter Gamble. Everyone has heard of Procter Gamble. They've been around since 1837, and they sell things like Bounty paper towels, Charmin toilet paper, Crest, Duracell batteries. They sell so many things you buy currently today. They sell Tide for laundry detergent. So many things that you use, essential household items, they sell. They are among the world's largest consumer products company. They're worth close to $260 billion. That's so big. Procter & Gamble is a huge company. It is among the world's largest consumer product companies, and it's worth close to $260 billion. And you may be thinking, all the items I listed are not recession proof. And they aren't, but its dividend has been recession proof. It has increased its dividend for 64 years, consecutive years. So while their products may not be recession proof, all of them may not be recession proof, they still sell a ton of household products that people need to use every single day. So if you're looking for a stock that is for a huge, stable company that has been around for well over 150 years, Procter Gamble is a very good investment. Number 10 is Genuine Parts. You probably don't know them under this name. You may know them under Napa Auto Parts. It's a blue and yellow logo, and they sell industrial and automotive replacement parts. The company is worth close to $16 billion, which is huge, and it has increased its dividend for 65 years straight. Currently, its dividend yield is right around 3%, a little bit under 3%. So if you're looking for another company in the automotive space, in the industrial parts space, this is another stock. It's not recession proof with its price, but its dividend has definitely seemed that way since they've increased it for 65 years straight. And once a company increases its dividend, it's very, very unlikely to ever stop increasing it unless they're in some serious financial trouble. Number 11 and the final stock of today's video is Dover, and it's essentially an American conglomerate that produces industrial products. It produces all sorts of industrial products, and the company is worth close to $14 billion. Instead of listing all of the industrial products, or even some of the industrial products they sell, that would be pointless since they sell parts for refrigeration units and all sorts of different industries. They sell industrial parts. So that wouldn't make sense for me to do that. You probably wouldn't even know all these parts anyways. I don't even know all the parts. Wouldn't make any sense. What you need to know is that they have increased their dividend payout for 65 years. So, ever since they've been around, essentially, they've increased their dividend payment. So no matter what you think the stock market's going to do, whether you think it's going to go up or down, what's going to happen tomorrow, a month from now, 5 years from now, no matter what you think, all we know is that the stock market has been increasing at a huge, high rate for the last 10 years. And eventually it's going to have to correct itself. Who knows when? Who knows how much? You don't know any of that. So if you're looking for some stocks that are essentially recession-proof, stocks that have increased their dividend for over 55 years, these are some good options for you to look into. That's not to say that these stocks are recession-proof in the sense that their stock prices won't go down, because most stocks during a recession, during a crash, they're probably going to go down, the stock prices. But what I am saying is that all of these stocks have consistently paid a dividend, consistently increased their dividend for 55 years or more. So if you're looking for some safe investments, some essentially recession-proof investments, these are some good stocks to look at. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please like the video down below and subscribe to my channel so you can be notified when new videos come out. I try to post a minimum of 3 videos every single week. Also, quick reminder, if you'd like one free stock, download Robinhood. I'm not trying to sell you on Robinhood, but if you download it using my link below, you get a free stock, I get a free stock. It's a win-win situation. If you'd like to get 2 free stocks, same thing, download Webull using the link below. And if you'd like to get $5 invested into your account, download Acorns Investing using the link below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to me. And if you're still watching, until next time.